Hello, everybody. It's me, Nick Anderson, and this is the Nick Anderson Show. Last week, I told you that that was the last time you'd see that intro because it is now called the Nick Anderson Show, not the Wednesday night show starring Nick Anderson. Because, well, it takes an awful long time to say this is the Wednesday night show starring Nick Anderson when I could just say it's the Nick Anderson Show. Anywho, I lied to you. We don't have a new theme song because it just wasn't at the top of my list this week. And you know what? It's my show, so I get to do that. So we've got a very exciting show for you tonight. We've got some beer from Kona Brewing, all the way from Hawaii. And then we've got Miles Blvd on the show, which I'm super excited about. He is my favorite rapper, and he is an amazing musician from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. You might know my band did a track with him a while ago called Pay Attention, and we may just do a music video for that show at some point. So I can't wait to show you that. Go check it out if you haven't. That's Nick Anderson, the Skinny Lovers, and Miles Blvd doing a song called Pay Attention. So first up, as always, we have our beer of the week from Kona Brewing. I gotta grab it fresh out of the fridge here. And got it. And then we got to figure out how we're going to open it, because I'm pretty sure I forgot to bring a bottle opener up here. I did. Bummer. I'm not strong enough. You know what, though? Let's see what we got. You know what? I was working a lot today, so I'm not as prepared as I normally am for the show. Let's see what we can do here. Look at that. That's the coolest thing I've ever done on live TV. You probably couldn't see it, but what I did there was the cool guy move, where you use a piece of wood and you just whoop pow. And I didn't make the sound effect originally because I forgot to, but if we could do an instant replay, we would be. It was a beer on the side, and then a wah, and then a pow, and that's very important for opening the beer. So let's check it out. We've got a Akua Bay India Pale Ale. Show that in the camera there. Oh, you can't tell. All right. Akua, we're 10 for 10 on tonight's show. This is a Akua Bay India Pale Ale, and it has a surfer girl on the front, which is something I usually look for in a beer. And it is brewed by Kona Brewing Co. in Kona, Hawaii, Portland, Oregon, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. I'm going to go ahead and say this one is from the Hawaii branch because they had a picture on the box that showed the circle on the Hawaii. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, I've been to Kona. I really want it to be from Kona, not those other places. So we're going to say it's from there. So let's give it a taste here. Very hoppy. This is a beer that is definitely not for someone who doesn't like IPAs. Like not your like, oh, I kind of like IPAs kind of person. This is for like, I like hoppy IPAs. This is the beer for you. Because man, that kind of kicks you right in the face with hops, and it doesn't kick you nicely. It's just like a right straight kick to the face. Now, I'm going to drink this throughout the episode. If you're new to the Nick Anderson Show, how it works is the show is over when the beer is gone. And that's really hard sometimes because sometimes, if you get a really good guest, you want to drink a lot because you're having a good time. And sometimes if you get a bad guest, you want to drink a lot because they're a bad guest. I'm just kidding. I've never had bad guests on this show. And before we put our new guest into the mix here tonight, I did want to say I am looking for sponsors for the show, whether it be beer, whether you want to promote a new single or a album or music video, or you want people to come shop at your store or whatever it may be. We're doing a first-time sponsors, $10 per episode. I did the math, and every show that we've done gets an average of 500 views across the platforms. We're streaming on my personal Facebook page, my band's Facebook page, and the band YouTube page. So we do get quite a few views, and $10 for those views when I'm going to talk about it in a very good way and a nice, kind, personal touch is going to be added to it, It'll be good. It'll be good. So without further ado, I want to bring Miles Blvd in here. So I'm gonna get up here and cook him in. How you doing, Miles? All right. I still can't hear you. It says you chose to mute yourself. Can you guys throw in the comments if you can hear him or not? Can't hear him. Try your phone. I don't see any comments yet. I don't see any comments. If you can hear Miles, can you shoot a comment and let us know? Cannot hear him. Device is connecting.
You want to let me in? Hey! Oh wow, this is trippy.
Oops.
What's up, man?
Hey, I can hear you now.
Hey, beautiful.
How are you?
How's it going, buddy? Dude, I'm good. I'm glad we got the whole situation figured out. That was something.
Oh, dude, that was stress. So for the viewers who don't know, I use this program to do this show, and basically there's a backstage area, and usually I just tell everyone to come on about 10 minutes beforehand, and I was running behind, so I had Miles come on 10 minutes beforehand, and then we were having a bunch of issues here, and we couldn't figure it out, and we were like, well, it's time to go live, so let's just figure it out. But that's part of the fun of live TV, and it's part of the fun of why we do this. Helps us learn how to solve problems on the fly for shows. So yeah, that was very stressful though.
The moral of the story is that Apple always has our back. They are. Just kidding. I'm not getting paid to say that.
Hey, they could probably afford $10 to sponsor on my show.
Yeah, dude.
So Miles, a lot of my viewers probably don't know who you are. Can you explain your what you do and your who are you?
Well, my name is Miles Blvd. You're cutting out a little bit. Can you hear me? All right. Anyways,
I'm losing you. So your name is Miles Blvd. You're a rapper from Eau Claire.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Hello, hello.
Oh no. Are you guys on the stream?
Maybe I need to get. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna try to fix this. I'm gonna use my phone and not my Wi-Fi. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi that isn't working. Well, I apologize everybody who's watching. We're gonna figure this out pretty quick here. And if we can't, we're gonna get Miles back on the show for another time. Let's see here. Nothing. We lost you. Can you see me now?
Nick, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
Oh goodness. Oh God, thank goodness. All right. Another crisis averted.
I know. I'm so sorry, Miles. This is not how I wanted to introduce you and such. So we're gonna start over.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
We're gonna start over here, and welcome, Miles. Welcome to the Nick Anderson Show. It's great to have you. And
thank you, sir. Thank you.
For the viewers who haven't seen you before, who is Miles Blvd? What do you do?
Well, man, I do a lot of things. My name is Miles Blvd. I am a local resident here in the beautiful city of Eau Claire, and man, I rap, I sing, I could paint your fence, walk your dog. I enjoy long walks on the beach and romantic gestures.
All right. Well, good to know. So To get right into it, Miles has a few albums out, or I think one album and some EPs,
Yeah,
um, that are absolutely fantastic. So
thanks,
if you
man.
get one thing from this show, go check out his music on Spotify, Miles Boulevard. My
Yes,
first
please. Thank
question
you.
for you, and a question I'm sure lots of other people have, is Miles Boulevard, where does the name come from?
Oh, okay, okay. So here's the story for you. So it's actually like meant to show the like juxtaposition within myself as a person. So I wanted Miles. It's inspired by the actor Miles Teller, and
Okay.
I always really liked his roles. I always really liked the characters that he played, and I always really resonated with them. And I thought they were like, I don't know, he's just kind of like a charming dude, just a nice guy, and seemed really like outgoing, whatever. And so I wanted to be the more
Yeah.
like lighthearted side of my music. And Boulevard just reminds me of just being in my car, thinking about life and the more like darker introspective side of myself. I just love being in my car, and so that just I wanted the two to kind of be next to each other. Like the light and the dark represented.
I like that. I like that. Juxtaposition in a band name or in a artist name is always a good thing. And I realized tonight I always ask guest questions that I may know the answers to, but I really didn't know the answer to that, and I had never asked you before. Um, so I'm glad I can finally know that the. Oh, we lost him again. And now you lost me. Great.
Oh,
We lost you again.
I'm back. I'm back.
You're back. Good.
Oh, sorry
Good.
about that, man. Hopefully we
That's
don't
all
have to keep
right.
dealing with that. If we do,
No, I
we'll
think
just have
it
to roll with the
could
punches, I
definitely be
guess,
on my side too, because I don't have the greatest internet here anyhow.
for
So,
sure.
but yeah. Anyway, so I was
But
saying
anyway,
I had never heard the story behind your name before.
yeah.
So
Well, that's
that's good.
crazy, and we've known each other for a long time too. That's funny how
Yeah.
we've never spoken about that.
Yeah. Um, the next thing I wanted to ask you about. So you're wearing a passion sweatshirt, and you've been doing a lot of
Yes.
work with passion.
Yeah.
What is passion? Where is
Passion
it?
board shop.
Passion
Oh
board
man.
shop. So is that skateboarding and
Well, I
um,
think it's much more. Well, it's a skate shop here in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and
okay.
but honestly, it's bigger than just this than the skate shop. Chris Johnson, the owner, he's my man. Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
All right, that's my fucking boy. Um, and so he does a lot of great fashion. He has a lot of great merch. Um, he is trying to build the brand more than just the shop. He does a podcast, the Passion Pod.
It's a
That's
great
just
podcast.
it's a great podcast. He's got amazing guests on that. He's just doing work, and he does so many things. And so I feel like passion is more of like a lifestyle,
Yeah.
than as corny as that sounds.
No.
But for real, that's what it is. Like it is. It's like and I think that's why he and I click so well is because I'm following my passion, and
Yeah.
so and I've known Chris since I was really little too.
Oh.
Like because I've been skateboarding for over 10 years, and so Chris used to work at Zoomies, and so I'd always get my decks and my setups from Chris, and so I've known him for a long time. So it's cool that this is kind of manifested, and he's like, hey man, you should come out, be a shop ambassador, just rep the brand and like be part of the team. I was like, okay, like hell yeah, dude, like hell yeah.
Yeah. That's
It's
awesome. And
actually
then you guys did a merch collaboration as well, Passion for Miles.
yeah, we
Is that
did.
the name of the collaboration? Um,
Yeah, that was just like that line. We have some more in the works that I'm really excited about. We're working on some stuff right now, and so we're gonna have a new merch line coming out soon, and I'm really excited to share that with everyone.
that's awesome. I was really excited when I saw that you were partnering with them because one, I thought it was super cool. Two, it's really smart. And three, I've seen it everywhere, which is super cool. Granted, we hang around the same crowd, so.
Right, right.
But the
But I
stuff
mean,
is super. It's super
sorry.
cool.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It made sense, man. It really just made sense in every respect. I have songs about skating and just and like I said, I've known Chris. It's really cool because like I said, I've been skateboarding since I was really young, and my my dream back then was to like be a pro skateboarder and make it
Sure.
skateboarding. And so it was like my dream to be sponsored by the local skate shop. And here we are, you know, a decade later, and I'm sponsored by the skate shop, but because of music. And it's just crazy how life works like that, you know. So
Yeah.
I did get to fulfill a childhood dream, just not in the avenue that I expected to, you know, back then.
And it is interesting how many dreams come about like that. Like there's been same in my life where like I fulfill a dream, but in no way did I fulfill it the way I thought I would.
Right. Yeah. It's surreal. It really is. It's one of those things that, you know, I can't speak for you, but I'm really grateful to be able to do what we do and to be
Yeah,
able to meet the people that we get to meet and you know, bring these things to life, manifest that shit. It's awesome.
absolutely. And it is crazy. Like so I wanted to play a real gig at Summerfest for the longest
Hmm.
time, and I was submitting every single year and just submitting and submitting and submitting and never heard anything back. And then finally one year I was playing a gig with my band in Appleton, and I
Hmm.
happened to go to the bathroom, and I was at the urinal. This guy comes up next to me at the urinal, starts doing his thing, and then he turns over and he goes, "Hey man, you got a great voice out there." And I was like,
Mm.
"Oh, cool, thanks, I appreciate that." And then we
Can I
both
finish
end up,
first though? Can I finish first?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
um, did you did you want to finish your story? Is that what you're saying,
Oh,
or?
oh no, I was saying like you, like this dude's talking to you while you're in the bathroom. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yo, can I
So that's
finish first? Like,
there was a part of me that was like, God, I hate when people talk to me when I'm peeing. And
right.
then we go up to the sinks, and I start washing my hands. He's washing his hands, and he's like, I actually work for this agency. Here's my card. You should shoot me a message. So I shot him a message, and he got us into Summerfest. But I was like, man, I just like happened to
That's
go pee
crazy.
at that right time. Yeah.
Right.
And I wouldn't have
And
had to pee if I wasn't drinking beer. So that's why, you
dude,
know,
it's just crazy how those things, the universe, man, the universe has our backs, you know?
that's right. Sometimes it just takes a little longer than we hoped.
Right. You know what I've found during my journey on this earth is that um, the things that you want happen when you least expect them, you
Mm,
know? And like the more you like covet that, the more you yearn for that and try, then it's not going to work out. You're forcing it, you know? It's the universe has to give it to you when you're ready. It's like someone going out to the bars and be like, "Oh, I'm going to meet this like super bad chick tonight and it's going to be great. I'm going to, you know, blah blah blah." And like you go out and you get disappointed because you're forcing it. It's when
yeah.
you go out with your homies and you're having a good time, you're doing you, and someone sees that and is attracted to that, and then, you know, it manifests itself
Yep.
organically. And it's just like that's like a thing in life is like you can't force that shit.
See, I struggle with the other aspect of that though. So I sometimes think, okay, well, I'm not working hard enough, and that's why the universe isn't giving
Mm.
it to me. So, like, how do
Mm.
you? Because you seem to have the best balance of that of any musician I've met. Of like, okay, I'm gonna let things happen, but I'm gonna work hard. Like, so what do you think about that? Like, is that baloney? Like
Yeah, no, I
I asked
think
like 100 questions there, but
no, I love it. I think, you know, wishing something is one thing and manifesting, you know, like speaking it out is one thing, and really wanting something and visualizing it is one thing. But if you don't take action, then it's just a dream. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And so it is a fine balance of, you know, I'm not a very public person. Like I do kind of keep to myself a little bit, which is like a weird kind of line to 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 dance as a public figure. You know, it's
yeah,
like someone you want to put yourself out there, you want to engage with people, but like naturally you just kind of like, I just kind of want to like stay in and write music and like listen to
yeah.
shit, and you know, and so it's like that balance is something that I'm constantly trying to, you know, work on and get better at. Thank you for the compliment, by the way. Because
You
I
bet.
too feel like, oh shit, like I could be doing so much more, and like I could be doing this and that, and you know, and I just being good to yourself, being kind to yourself, and like allowing yourself that space of like understanding yourself and understanding your process,
Sure.
and not comparing yourself to other people.
Which is so
You
hard,
know?
and I've noticed that it I don't know if it's harder, but it's a lot different the way that we all compare each other to each other in Eau Claire than in other places, because in Eau Claire everyone is so tight with each other, all the musicians, that it's cool when we all like. It's hard not to compare ourselves to each other, but at the same time we're so happy for each other when cool things are happening. I lost you again. All right. Well, if you guys have questions for Miles, right now is a good time to throw them in the comments. I will take a look. We'll get him back in here. But if you have questions for Miles, let's do it. Justin, I saw your comment. I will turn the mic up.
We back.
Justin says, "Hey boys."
Oh, Justin Anderson. What a nice fellow. What just a suave guy, you know?
I know. We owe so much to him in the Eau Claire music scene here.
Truly.
We
Truly.
really do. We really do. Justin Anderson is, for the viewers who don't know, a music extraordinaire, let's call him, because he's a man of many hats, although he
A
doesn't
guru.
own a hat as cool as this. He does have many hats. He is a music producer, an engineer, a mixing engineer. I don't know. He does all of the musical things. And
Sound
he does
engineer.
them. Sound engineer. Thank you. And he's great at it.
He's the
So
best.
if you're a musician and you're looking to make a track, finish a track, produce a track, get a track mixed, mastered, whatever it is, Justin Anderson is the guy, and he makes so many of us in Eau Claire sound really cool.
Absolutely, man. He's the Don. He's just like he really, you know, I saw this great quote once, and it said that a sound engineer can make an artist fall in love with their song again.
Mm,
And that's what
that is an
Justin does.
amazing quote.
Yeah, that shit. I thought of Justin instantly because Justin does that. He takes, you know, this, you know, really great idea that you come to him with, and he brings that shit to life. He just adds so many textures and colors and layers, and just really adds his personality too to the songs without being overbearing, you know, and just like
Absolutely.
just he's a real treat, man. I love that guy. I love
Yeah.
him so much.
Yeah, and everything you just said is spot on. I love that quote, and that is exactly how I feel when I get a mix back from him.
Absolutely.
There's been so many times where, you know, I work so hard on a song, and then you've listened to it so many times, you still know it's a good song, but you send it, and you're like, okay, I can't wait to get this back and have other people hear it. But then you
Right.
get it back from Justin, and it's like you're hearing it for the first time. It's like
Yeah.
you can finally hear all of the things in it, which is
Yes.
amazing.
Yeah. He's God. I can't say enough nice thing about the guy.
Yeah, yeah, same. Okay, I have one negative thing to say about Justin Anderson.
What's
He
that?
came on tour with us once,
Hmm.
and he brought hard-boiled eggs with him
Oh yeah, he would do that.
in a van.
That sounds like that sounds like something. I mean, like that, or I feel like he would do like tuna or something like that too. You know, he seems like
Yeah.
that kind of guy. He's like, oh yeah, hope you don't mind. Here's this fresh can of tuna. Let me just open this shit up.
No, it was seriously hilarious though, because he's like, "Well, I just boiled them this morning. They'll probably last a few days." And we were like, "No."
He's like, no, no.
I want to see what he's saying here. He said, "I also am overbearing at times."
No,
you're
but,
not.
but you're the best. It's our guy.
Oh, we got a few questions for you, Miles.
What's up? Let's get it.
Okay. Miles, what is your favorite Mexican restaurant?
Oh, all day, every day. You know the deal. You know the vibe. Twice on Sunday, we gotta go El Patio, baby.
El Patio.
All day, bro. All
Hell
day.
yeah.
Those are the homies. That's the stomping grounds. You know what I'm saying? It's the best. It's
Absolutely. That was my jam when I was in college. The burritos used to be $5 when I was in college 100 years ago. What are they now, like 100?
They are, depending on which one you get. The normal one, like the going rate, is 7.
7. My goodness. And so what costs more than $7 if you get, like, what do you have to get like a more expensive burrito? What does that entail?
You could get a steak, or excuse me, a seafood burrito, a number 9, if you will, That's my favorite, and that's
Okay.
$9. That's $9.
Okay.
That has a nice, a nice queso drizzling on the top. You know what I'm saying? The works, some shrimp
Okay.
in there.
So that seems more
Um,
like a real person food instead of like a I need something that I can just shove down my throat when
well,
I'm drunk.
I'd be remiss to not mention the number 8, which is the pork burrito,
The pork
and
burrito?
the pork burrito.
Pork burrito. I wish it was called the
Yeah,
pork burrito.
me too. Me too. That was a real missed opportunity on their part, honestly.
Oh man. See
No, they're the
what
homies though. Shout out to William. Shout out to Nate. Shout out
yeah.
everyone at El Patio. They're the best.
It used to be, see, I miss in college you could go out with a $10 bill. You'd
Hmm.
go to the party. Well, you'd go at two fives. You'd shoot one five for a cup for the keg, and then on your way home, you could use another five to get a burrito,
Yeah,
and then you could go home, pass out, and throw the burrito up everywhere.
you're a king. $10, you eat like a king.
Yes, for $10,
That's what it is.
you were a king. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't mind. I don't mind paying the extra $2. It's just it hits every time.
Hey, is this the Justin Anderson fan club?
Hey,
Anderson fan club?
You know what
what
time it
is
is.
up?
You know what time it is.
It's
Big bro in the motherfucking place to
TYB.
be. Motherfucking T Bizzle up in this
I heard
Wizzle.
we were talking about some food. So.
He got the Scooby snacks on deck. But we got Scooby Doodle in here.
My favorite part is that he asked the question, but he's in the other room.
Right. He's like in the kitchen, like, oh shit.
All right, what else we got here? What is a song of yours that you're passionate about that you wish more people would check out?
Oh, that's such a great question because I was just thinking about that today. Um, I have a song out on SoundCloud called "Game Blouses," and it's kind of an older one,
What's
but
it
I had
called?
so much Game Blouses.
Game Blouses. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Chappelle Show reference from the Prince skit,
Okay.
and like in it they play basketball, and everyone's clowning Prince because he has on like really like flowy dress, like a dress esque type of outfit on.
Yeah.
It's a blouse.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "All right, we'll be the blouses," and then they just whoop ass, and at the end he dunks on him. He's like, "Game Blouses." And so I named the song after that. Just Game Blouses. Let's go.
That's sick. And it's just on SoundCloud?
It's just on SoundCloud. So I would like
I was
your
going to say,
opinion
I
on
haven't
it.
heard it.
Right. Because here's the thing, it's a cover. And so like the instrumental isn't mine. I just jumped over
Mm,
an old Danny Brown beat. And so like I don't own the rights to the instrumental, so I didn't really push it that hard. But it's like some of
sure.
my favorite bars that I've written. So I was thinking about reprising it and using those lyrics on a like my own beat. But I
Yeah.
didn't know if I wanted to do that because it's like kind of old and if it is worth the trouble. Like do you think that'd be
Otherwise,
something worth doing?
we can chat after the show because I can try to help you get the rights to that. I don't know if you've looked into that at all, but I had to do that for a few of our songs. We did that Blink-182 cover, so I had to
Oh, right.
secure the rights to that song in order to cover the same guitar parts and stuff. So
Sure.
once this is over, I
Yeah,
can maybe
I
help
think
you out with
I
that.
think Spotify has just been like new policies in place that are a little bit more lenient when it comes to covers for artists.
Well, as long
Um,
as you have so this is the cool part. So for those of you who don't know out there, we can't just do whatever songs we want. Especially Miles has to worry about this a lot more because he's using beats and samples and things like that.
right.
In order to use beats and samples, you have to have permission, especially in an internet age, because there's things that are searching the internet, like YouTube, Facebook, and blocking videos if you're using a sample that you don't have permission to use. So there's ways to get permission to use these samples, but a lot of times it's difficult because, say, I want to use a sample from Eminem, I can't just call him. It's literally like trying to get in contact with his people. But
Right.
there's certain ways to get those licenses without talking to those people because you can talk to their firms and stuff. So we can chat about that. But that's a super interesting part of your career. which we should talk
Yeah.
more about this. Where do you get your samples from, and where do you get your beats from, and where does the background of your songs come from?
Dude, honestly, just like digging the internet to find my sound. I feel like it took a long time to really develop as an artist before I really put myself out there with my first project.
Yeah.
And so,
Well, there's so
I
much
would,
out there. It's got to be you got to dig through a lot of stuff.
right. Well, you got to get to know yourself, and like you got to know what you like. And so I am drawn to um, like soul samples. Like I'm just a sucker for just a beautiful soul sample loop. You know, something between like the 50s through the 70s, just
Sure.
looped with a drum loop behind. Oh god, it's just great. It's great. It's my favorite. And so I would just find producers, reach out to them, and get beats from them online, these different things. Sometimes I would just, like I said, like that other song, just jump on a cover if I really like that beat, and just be like,
Yeah.
"Hell, just put it out there." So it took a lot of time, but I definitely had to do a lot of digging and networking first.
Yeah. The producers that you end up reaching out to when you like their do you reach out to them because you like their style of stuff you've heard from them previously, or are you reaching out to them because you heard about them from someone else that told you like, hey, contact this guy, they're great, or like what makes you reach out to some producers over others?
Yeah, definitely the overall vibe. I feel like a lot of producers just kind of have a signature sound to them. If you like kind of follow them throughout their discography, and like I'm definitely just am drawn to a very particular sound. Um, and I don't know, because it's not like mm, mm, let me figure out what I'm trying to say here.
Sure.
My music ranges in topic, right? And so it's not like all my shit's super like lighthearted and soulful. Some of it's really dark and like psychedelic and real eerie and like aggressive and shit. And so like I don't know. It all depends on finding an artist who can really complement your you.
Sure.
What you're what the song is about. What like does this sonically sound like what I'm trying to deliver as a message?
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Thanks.
Cool. There was one more thing I was gonna ask you about. Oh, the so I don't know if this. I'm pretty sure this is public knowledge. You and TYB, another artist from Eau
Yes.
Claire, are doing an album or an EP together. Is
Yes,
it an EP?
sir. Yes, it is an
Album?
EP. Yep, it's an
EP?
EP.
What can you tell us about it so far? I know it's kind of like on the DL so far.
Man, let me tell you what. I can tell you a few things.
We're gonna
It's
get a
called.
Nick Anderson show exclusive here.
Yeah, yeah. Let me give you the skinny real quick. Let me give you the skinny.
Nice.
Uh, so it's called Amy Jean,
Okay.
and it is, it's a lot of things.
Amy
but
Jean sounds like she has a game blouse.
I can't spell all the beans about the title, but the title is she sounds like she has a blouse on. A game blouse gets game over with the blouses.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't fuck with team blouse, bro. But anyway, so it's called Amy Jean. It's not. It's not. Let me back up. We haven't settled on how many tracks it's going to be yet. So kind of adding some, taking some away.
Sure.
It's probably gonna be roughly like 15 to 20 minutes in length.
Okay.
We just shot the music video for the single, and that was incredible. You were there for that.
I was there. We will talk about that. That was fun.
Yeah, and man, like we really want this project to be a celebration of where we're from. We really want this project to be a celebration of our friendship because TYB and I have grown really close over the last 2 years. And, we live together now, which is super dope.
I didn't
It's
know
super
that.
exciting.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just thought maybe he was hanging out, and I was like, "Where was my invite?" But
No, it is TYB, the young Greg, and myself, and Doodle, of course. Yes.
that's
Berkeley,
awesome.
the cutest pup ever. But yeah, it's so much fun, dude, to like live with a best friend and be like, oh shit, let's work on this super dope album that we're making. We have it
Yeah.
like we have a little bit over, I'd say over halfway, probably 3/4 of it written right now. We just have about
Nice.
3/4 of it written, and majority of it recorded. And dude, it's just a celebration of life, man. It's a celebration of our families and our friendship, the community that we're from,
So
and
is it
so.
like, is it a party vibe? Is it? Oh shoot. Please come back.
It's a it's a lot of things, honestly. It's
I can still hear you.
okay, cool. Just wanted to get my drink real quick. Uh, it's it's not a part. There are party vibes, definitely. We get it cracking for sure. There's some. It's representative of us, you know. There's some seriousness to it. There's some playfulness to it. It's very you know, it's very colorful. We try to just hit all the palettes, you know, and really create a full body of work that people can step away from and be like, wow, those guys just put on for the town and really were themselves. And I don't know, just did our thing. I don't know. I'm really excited, man. We're gonna incorporate a lot of local businesses with the rollout of this project.
Okay.
We have a huge rollout planned. That's gonna be coming within the next couple of months. We're gonna be announcing that to the world. But we're gonna get involved with a lot of local businesses, and you know, just create something that the community can be proud of, honestly. And that's why
Yeah.
we wanted everyone to be at the video shoot that you were at. We wanted, you know, as many, you know, people represented from this awesome town as we could. And I don't know. I think Ty and I are the perfect vessels to make this record. You know.
Agreed. Agreed. So that was pretty cool. So I'm gonna explain, kind of what the view of the music video was for a bystander. So I showed
Yeah.
up. There was an event page on Facebook, and Miles and TYB were inviting people from Eau Claire to come to Carmike Cinema because they were going to shoot this music video. So they did a ton of work, pre-work at this theater. So I show up to the theater, and there is on the marquee. Do you know? I can't remember exactly what it said. Do you remember?
Well, we did it at Micon.
Oh,
Not
my
Carmike.
bad. My bad.
Yep, we did it at Micon. It's all good. By festival there, and the marquee said Miles Boulevard and TYB present Must Be New Here, and
Yeah.
that's the name of the single, Must Be New Here. Because if you didn't know, bro, you didn't know the name already. You must be new here. You don't know Ty and I. Like, come on, you know. And so, yeah, it's such a fun track, and it really, you know, showcases our charisma, our wanting to get down and groove. And so, I don't know, that was so much fun, dude.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I walk in, and then we started shooting, and I won't tell you everything because I don't want to give it all away. But
Yeah.
there was a lot of just cool things. Everyone was just having fun. It was safe. It was a safe time.
Yeah, definitely.
And a lot of cool shots in the movie theater, out of the movie theater.
Yeah.
Super cool. I'm very excited. Do you guys have a release date for that or tentative?
We're still editing right now, working on the video. One thing I have to say about the video is that
Yeah.
it was, well, a couple of things. It was so refreshing having the people there that showed up. I didn't know that you were going to be there, and so we had just started shooting, and you walked around the corner. I was like, oh shit, okay, well, we gotta start shooting right now. We gotta start shooting right now. You know, like, and I was so hyped. And then Kyle Lehman came out, and I didn't know he was coming out. And I was just like, oh, bro, we got an all-star cast out here.
Yeah.
And so many people showed up that I didn't know were coming, and really just like I said, it was Eau Claire's finest there, and we just, like, not everyone, obviously, we missing a lot of people, but it was just really cool, like, to have that experience with the people that were there. You know, it was a really
Yeah.
special thing, and I feel like everyone that was there could feel that energy and could also attest to that as well.
I think you and Tyler brought the energy.
Thank you.
Because I think people are always a little bit nervous to have fun when there's a camera involved. So
Yeah.
when you guys came out and you were like, "What up? Let's have fun." Everyone was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, it's cool now. We can have fun."
I think a lot of people are a little shy around the camera, and like this shoot. Okay, this shoot was super fun because this is what I was going to mention earlier as well. Is this was the first time that I personally have ever showed up to a shoot and felt like the artist. I felt like I could just be me and do what I need to do. Like, why I'm there is just to perform. You know, have a good time, perform, put on, and just have a good time, bro. You know, like,
Yeah.
just make a great video and not just wear all these different hats and are like, okay, what about this? What about that? What about that? We got the this in place. It's just like, dude, I'm here with my closest homie. We have this fucking banger of a song, and like we just have fun. That's all we have to do right now. And
Yeah.
so it was so easy to just let loose. And
That's an important
just,
distinction to make too, and I had never thought about it like that. I had like when you are able to step into a music video shoot and think like I can just do what I'm supposed to do as the artist and just have fun. Like that. I like that quote from you.
Thank you.
Because there's so many times before you get to, you know, the level that you're at now where you go into a music video shoot and all you've got is a friend who happened to have a camera with the record button.
Right,
Which
exactly.
is great. With like nothing bad about that, but like then you and your friend are the director, the lighting, the like you're trying to come up with stories. You're kind
photography,
of like,
you know, you want to get photos too. And so we had such an amazing crew, man. So blessed. You know, my man Sawyer, he's just gonna he's gonna create some magic, man. I'm so excited to see what he cooks up.
Was that is Sawyer the director or the guy behind the camera?
Yeah, Sawyer Bryce is the director, and my man Tarek is shooting from the cities, and he shot it, and Sawyer was directing.
Okay, cool. I'd like to get some of those guys on the show too. Talk to them about
hell yeah, dude,
their stuff. So you'll have to put me in contact with them after because that would be cool.
Yeah, I just met Tarek for the first time at the shoot, and he's super nice guy, dude. Super nice guy, and Sawyer too, man. They both love to do something like this. They're awesome guys.
Cool. Well, I'm super excited for the new album by you two. I think that I was super excited to hear about that collaboration, Sharpie, which you've already released. If you guys are itching because you're like they're talking about all this stuff, but I have nowhere to. I need it now. You can have some of it now if you search Sharpie on YouTube by Miles Blvd and TYB. You'll find a music video out. And I love the music video, all the little animations that you guys did. And I think I'm losing you again. Did I lose you? You're stuck in like a sneezing mode right now.
I think I'm cutting out again.
I got you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, now we're good. Did you hear what I said at all?
Oh no.
Can you hear me?
Nick.
Hello?
Nick, my boy. I'm cutting out again.
Tyler, did you and Greg buy the cheap Wi-Fi? I'm just kidding. What do we got here? I think Justin Anderson called me Boomer.
When we back.
You're back.
We back. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, so most of these issues are probably my fault, because I'm trying out some new equipment that isn't working super well.
Oh, it's all good, man. I'm on my phone too, so it's not ideal. But
I said when you left, I was like, "What did Tyler and Greg just buy the cheap Wi-Fi?" Or I'm kidding.
You take that up with them, man.
No, I have cheap Wi-Fi, so it's probably on me. But
yo, we were talking about Sharpie when we had left.
Did you hear what I said about the animations and stuff? I loved that.
Oh, thank you, bro. Oh man, that was my man Adobe Bryant. He came through with that one, man. He lit up that video.
Is Adobe Bryant one of Tyler's friends from Green Bay? Is that where he's based out of?
Yep.
Okay, because I keep seeing his name on Tyler's videos, and I was wondering if it was someone back from Green Bay. So.
Yep. Cool dude, man. Cool dude. We shot that a while back and just got that, and that was super fun to put out. A long time coming. Hopefully by tomorrow, everyone out there stream Sharpie because we're about to hit 100,000 streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
And that would be my first time ever hitting 100,000 streams, which would be a really cool personal milestone. So if everyone could run that up, that'd be super cool.
Personal milestone.
I didn't want to say it. I'm glad you did.
Yeah,
Uh,
I had to.
Ty's over here like, yeah, whatever. That's like my fucking
I
fourth
know.
track, whatever. You just got 100,000. You just got. Oh, okay, that's cute.
He,
That's
he's
cute.
like, oh, 100,000. Like, yeah, that was like got that like 100 times already. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It's cool. It's cool. No, that's the man. That's big, bro.
But he's taking dares. I saw, and if it hits 100,000, he's gonna do some of the dares.
That's a dangerous game he's playing, huh?
I know it is. I spent an entire day trying to come up with a dare, and then it just
Really?
hit
You just
me.
racking your brain?
It just hit me. I was like, it's cold out. I want to see him jump in a lake. So I dared him to jump in Half Moon Lake. Yeah.
Oh, damn, dude.
I think that'd be good.
That's
Because that's not.
cutthroat.
That's just like a good. That's not cutthroat. That's just good fun.
It is. It's it. I'm here for that. I'm here for that. I saw someone say like hug 10 strangers, and I was like, bro, it's a fucking pandemic out here.
I know.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do
That's
that.
not a dare. That's like a death sentence.
Like that's not safe. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But that's fine. Yeah, people are having a good time with that. Well, we
Yeah.
got to do it, man. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a joyous occasion. I'm actually gonna be flying out to Maryland to see family on the East Coast, on my mom's side, and so it'll be
Nice.
really fun to celebrate with them. The
Absolutely.
personal victory, and that'd be cool to bring that energy out there.
Absolutely. Are you taking a flight out there?
Yes, sir. Bright and early tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? My goodness.
Yeah.
And
And
you're
I'm
up late on
so-
the Nick Anderson show.
Oh man, I had to do it, man. Like, where else would I be right now? Packing? Okay. Like, my clothes are in the wash right now. You think I'm ready? No, I'm not ready to go. Are you kidding me?
Well, I think maybe next week. I mean, if you guys hit the 100,000, maybe I'll have to, pop some champagne on the show for you or something.
Yeah, please, man,
That'd be
please.
fun.
We're gonna be doing it here. We're gonna be doing it here.
Absolutely. And we're gonna have to, as soon as this music video comes out, the single for the new EP, we'll get you and Tyler on here to talk about that and ask you even more questions and
Absolutely.
such. And we'll have all of our shit together on the show by then, so there'll be no
Yes.
cutouts. Yeah. So that'll be good.
That'd be great,
That'll
man.
good.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a whole rollout come winter time. It's gonna be, well, I mean, it feels like we've already been in winter for like 3 months now. We're in Wisconsin, but yeah, we're gonna have a real fun time with this and really do something for the city. So we definitely got to collab on that one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it was great to have you on the show, man. I really appreciate you taking the time to, come on and chat and do all the
Of
fun
course,
things.
man. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for inviting me. This was really fun. We haven't got to see each other much with the pandemic and everything, and I'm glad that you and I get to chop it up. It's always fun talking with you.
Absolutely. I apologize for all the technical issues on my end, and we'll get you on again as well with no issues. But really, it's always a pleasure talking to you. You're such a nice dude, very talented musician.
Hey, likewise, man. Say what's up to Sierra for me.
I will. Anyone who is watching or is going to be watching, check out Miles Blvd on Spotify now, and also check out the newest music video out with him and TYB called Sharpie. Sharpie by
Yes, sir.
Miles Blvd and TYB. Check it out.
Yes, sir.
It's awesome. It will brighten your day, and that is my favorite part of it. It is a summery vibe, and we need that right now. So
Absolutely.
thank you. Check it out, guys. And Miles, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
You're the man, Slick. You're the man.
All right. Have a good one.
Peace out, brother.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us at the Nick Anderson Show tonight. We had a few issues with cameras in and out, but I'm working on it. This was a crazy busy week for me, as I'm sure you guys all understand. Sometimes weeks are a little bit busier than others, and this is my show, so it can happen like that once in a while if I want. I'm kidding. This is really not that bad. So, anyways, you guys, I really appreciate you watching the show. Thanks again to Miles Blvd for coming on and check his new video out on YouTube. I've still got a little bit of beer left, so we're going to take that and we're going to end the show. And we'll see you next week. Next week's guest is Brian Rogers. Brian Rogers is a huge advocate for Movember, which is all about men's health and also happens to be something to do with No Shave November and mustaches. So we'll talk about all of that exciting stuff next week, as well as try to fundraise some money for Men's Health. All right, I can't wait to see you next week. We'll finish this up. And again, if you're interested in sponsoring the show, for just $10 you can sponsor the show. Just email me at nickanderson717@gmail.com and we'll get you hooked up. All right. Thanks, guys, and have a great rest of your week.